Question number 2. The function f is defined by fx equal to ln 2x plus 1 for x greater than or equal to 0. So we know that the graph for ln x is something like this. So this is the ln x. But when we have the 2x plus 1, then it will be somewhere here. Okay. And this one will become the negative half is the vertical asymptote. So we need to sketch the graph of fx. Okay, and then sketch the graph of f inverse. So we know that the shape is something like this. So we have the f of 0 is the ln 0 plus 1. Then it is ln 1. Ln 1 is actually 0. Okay, so the graph is something like this. Then we will have a y equal to x graph here, y equal to x here. Hold on. So we have a y equal to x here. Then the graph is something like this. So, something like this. Then the inverse will be refraction of the fx. So the refraction. So this is the fx, and this will be the f inverse of x. And this is y equal to x. Function gx is defined by this, and we want to find the g inverse and the domain and range. So this one we have the x square. So this is the graph of x square, and the x square minus 4 is somewhere here. So this is x square, x minus 4 square. Okay, and x minus 4 square plus 1 is somewhere here. Okay, so plus 1 is here. And the x is less than or equal to 4. So we have 4 here. So we want the less than or equal. So will be this part. So will be this part only. So this one we don't want. Okay. So we know that the domain of f is actually the x less than or equal to 4. And the range of f is actually the fx greater than or equal to 1, and the domain of f is equal to the range of f inverse, and this is equal to the domain of the f inverse. So let gy equal to x, then g inverse of x equal to y. So y minus 4 square plus 1 equal to x, y minus 4 square equal to x minus 1, y minus 4 is the plus minus square root x minus 1. Then we have the y minus 4 is actually less than 0, so we take the negative, because this one is the less than or equal to 4. So we have the y equal to 4 minus square root x minus 1. Okay, so the g inverse of x will be the 4 minus square root x minus 1. Okay. And the domain of the g inverse is the x greater than or equal to 1, and the range of g inverse, the f inverse, this is the g inverse. So domain of the range of the g inverse will be the g inverse less than or equal to 4. Okay, so just now this one is g. So this one I make a mistake. This is the g. and the G inverse here. So domain of G and then G inverse. 因为我们刚刚拿的是 negative 那一 side， 这样它这边小过等于4这个地方，我们要的是 negative 那一 side。我拿小过那一 side 我就拿 negative， 我拿大过那一 side 我就拿 positive。